If you want to know how you can make the egg collecting mechanic just like Egg on 2022 in Roblox Studio, make sure to watch this video all the way to the end to find out exactly how to make this. Hey guys, and welcome back to a brand new tutorial on my YouTube channel. And in this tutorial, we will be making a small series called the Egg Collecting Series. And in this series, it is going to be a bit similar to the Egg Hunt of 2022, the community made one. In this series, all we're going to do, we're going to be making the egg collecting mechanic. And that means that whenever you collect an egg, you get you get a similar animation, just like in the real Egg Hunt 2022 community-made game. So it's kind of like similar, and we're going to be recreating that in 2 parts. So I hope you're hyped up already. And if you do like this video, give it a like. If you don't like it, give it a dislike. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Turn on that notification bell to never miss out on any video I upload. And last but not least, if you want to become a member, click the blue join button down below to find out more information. I do not do refunds in any way. And that is all I wanted to say. So without further ado, let's get right into the tutorial. So when you're in your game, you want to immediately go to game settings. You want to go to security and enable all of it. Actually, you can only enable studio access to API services. Just save that, and then you are pretty good to go. Now you want to get the link, you want to get the model from the link in the description. So once you got the model, go to Toolbox. For some reason, oh, there it is. For some reason, it didn't load in for a second. You want to go to immediately to the 4 dots over here called Inventory. And after you did that, you want to click on the Egg Collecting tutorial. After you did that, you're probably going to be a little bit confused. For some reason, it is different, and that is very weird. Never mind, I get it. So when you got the model and you open it, you'll immediately see 4 folders. So let's start off with the top one, replicated storage. You want to get everything inside of it and drag it into replicated storage. For some reason, my scroll is being very annoying. I want to go to replicated storage and put it in and delete the folder. Server script service, put it in, as you can see, and delete the folder. Start your GUI, put it in, check the script, see, nothing, and delete the folder. And workspace, just put it in workspace and delete the rest. So now you got this egg hunt mechanic, and all we need to do is we need to program it. And that's what we're going to be doing in 2 parts. The reason I'm giving this model is that I do not want to leave you struggling with GUIs and all that sort of stuff. So that's why I'm giving this way I'm giving you a model with preparations for the tutorial. In this tutorial, we will be starting to code the egg UI. So we're going to be in the client script. We are going to be programming that. It's the longest script in the tutorial. The server script, actually, they're the same amount. They're the same amount of lines. What am I saying? They're actually, both scripts are 97 lines. Yeah, that is really cool. So first of all, let's immediately start coding it. And first of all, we got local players is the game, get service players. We need replicated storage, so local replicated storage. It's the game, get service, replicated storage. We need the tween service, so local tween service. Service is the game, get service, tween service. We need the local player, so local player is the players. Local player. We need the remote event of replicated storage. As you can see, if you go to replicated storage, you go to remote events, you will see a handler. So local remote events is equals to replicated storage dot remote events. We need 5 variables for our UI. you can see, we got a client script, we got a cover frame, we got a egg frame with an image label, we got a viewport frame, we got an egg label, and we got the egg collected. Local egg frame, which is the main frame, is equals to script.parent.egg frame, not collected, egg frame. Local viewport frame is equals to egg frame.viewport frame. Local egg label is equals to egg frame.egg label. Local egg collected is equals to script.parent.egg collected. Local cover frame is equals to script.parent.cover frame. These are your 4 most important variables. Now we need 2 tween variables. We're going to merge them into one. So local tween information, comma, FOV info is equals to tween service. Nope, I'm incorrect. Tween info dot new 4 seconds enum that easing style that linear enum that easing direction that in out, and then at the end of it we need a comma, and now we need to do the same. Tween info dot new, and we need 0.15 seconds, so 0.15 seconds, comma, enum that easing style dot linear, and enum that easing direction dot in out. This is what you need. So you should have tween information and FOV info, and you need to tween info, and you need 2 times tween info, but change just change the time. Now we need a local tween variable and leave it open. Local outcode egg and leave it open. Now for the functions. There are going to be 2 functions, and they're pretty simple. So local function replay tween info, and the info is not the FOV info, so it's local function replay tween info, and info colon play, and info.completed colon wait. And that is the function. Now for the hardest part of the tutorial, and you want to pay attention really close. So local function set egg FOV camera and the player humanoid. Enter. And this is for the rotation of the egg, and that's what we're going to be doing right now. And that is going to be local cloned egg is equals to replicated storage dot eggs egg dot name. We're going to clone this egg, for example, the vine or lava. We're going to clone that and put it into your viewport frame, and that way we can rotate it. And we gotta clone it. So we're going to clear everything from the viewport frame. So like we're back at a clean start. Cloned egg dot parent. We're going to put the cloned egg into the viewport frame, and the egg label dot text is going to be egg.name dot egg, and that is like the thingy, you know, on top. It has to be the other way around. It's like, you know, if we actually just open the egg frame, as you can see, we got a label and a viewport frame. So the egg will say like you got lava egg. Get it? Lava egg. Now we need a camera, and the camera will display the egg in the viewport frame. So local camera is equals to instance.new, a camera. And the camera is also going to be inside of the viewport frame. In that way, they're both connected. So the egg and the camera are both connected to each other. Viewport frame, that current camera. So the viewport frame is going to focus on the camera we are now importing. So viewport frame, that current camera is equal to the camera we just created. Now pay attention closely. Camera.cframe is equals to cloned egg.cframe times cframe.new 0 by 0 by egg.size.z times 1.5. And make sure the z, the z or z is uncapitalized. Now we need a really long line. So local FOV tween enter, comma, FOV tween leave, comma, egg collected tween is equals to, and now you're going to get a hard part of the tutorial, probably the most hardest. Tween surface colon create. We're going to tween our FOV camera. We are going to use our FOV info for that, and in curved brackets, our field of view is going to be 30. In that way, we're zooming your camera in for the egg, and then after that, we'll be zooming it out. So outside of the tween surface colon create, FOV camera, FOV info, and the field of view is going to be 70, because 70 is the normal value for it. Oh, my bad. And I think now the hardest one over here, tween surface colon create egg. We're going to tween our egg collected text. We're going to be using the FOV info for that because they're both similar. And the size in square brackets, this is hard. udent2.new 0 by 400, comma 0 by 100. You're not done yet. You're not done yet. Outside of this, outside of the udent2, position is equals to udent2.new, and then 0.5 comma 0 comma 0.1 comma 0. And now you are done with this line. It is the longest line of the tutorial, so you're really good. You're really good. Now the outcode egg is equals to the cloned egg, and I can't really explain it. It's just that the outcode egg will determine when we gotta rotate the egg in the viewport frame. And then after that, we will immediately tween the camera. So FOV tween enter colon play. Once the tween plays, our cover frame is going to be visible. Our egg collected text, that visible, is equal to true. And then we will immediately we're going to freeze the character so that in that way they cannot walk. So when you're in the middle of getting an egg, you cannot walk. So player humanoid dot walk speed is equal to 0, and player humanoid dot jump power is also to 0. Now in the example at the beginning of the video, when in the original game, when the egg gets collected, the camera shakes, and that's what we're going to be creating right now. So local time is equals to 0.25. Local start time is equals to tick. And now we need a repeat until loop. So repeat and task.wait. Local end time is also equals to tick. So this and this has a difference already, because everything is lightning fast in Roblox. And now you need a local X offset, a local Y offset, and a local Z offset. So you got X, Y, and Z. After the X offset, you gotta type math.random minus 100, positive 100, divided by 500. And now just get this line and paste it after all three of them. After that, you want to type player dot character dot humanoid dot camera offset is equals to vector3.new, the X offset, and for some reason that does not work. For some reason it is not working, which is really strange. Let me re-enter the script. The X offset, the Y offset, and the Z offset. As you can see, that works. And we're going to do that until the end time minus the start time is above or the same as the original time. And that way it will keep shaking for 0.25 seconds. Then we need to wait, task.wait 0.5, egg collect to tween, play, and then task.wait 0.15. After that, we need to enable our egg frame. So egg frame dot visible is equal to true. The tween variable at the beginning of this video is equals to tween service create. We're going to tween our cloned egg. We're going to be using the tween information for that. And the orientation is equals to vector3.new. And that is going to be 0 by 360 by 0. Now you need a pretty simple line. Local s, e is equals to a pcal function. And you want it over here to type replay tween. And then if s, then we're going to do nothing. So else if e, then end. So in that case, if it errors, we'll just do nothing if it errors, because there are no errors going to be. After that, our player humanoid that walk speed is equal to 16, because the player can walk again. And player humanoid dot jump power is equals to 50. And then after that, the egg frame will turn invisible. The cover frame turns invisible. The egg collected dot visible is going to be visible, or I mean false. Did I say visible for everything? Everything is going to be false, false, false. Egg collected dot position is equals to udent2.new 0.5, 0, 0.5, 0. We will just center it back to original. And then egg collected dot size is equals to udent2.new 0 by 900 and 0 by 200. And after that, FO tween leave, we will be putting your character back to normal. Now you might be wondering, newbie, if we put a loop over here, like a how do you say it? So some kind of loop, some kind of error preventing, and you're immediately setting the walk speed. How does that work? So you know the replay tween function, and over here we're setting that tween to tween information. And then over here we're telling tween information is 4 seconds. Over here we're playing the tween, but waiting until that's done. So we're actually, this line actually represents a task.wait 4 seconds. Over here we're just waiting 4 seconds. We're not done yet. We need some remote event handling. So remote events.handler.onClient event connect function argument and egg. So if not argument, then return end, because there has to be an argument. If argument is equals to new egg, so if you're getting a new egg, then if not player that character that humanoid that use jump power. So if your character is not already on use jump power, then we'll set it. So paste equals to true, end. We will destroy the egg. So in workspace, you will collect the egg and then we will destroy it from the client. So it's invisible for you, but the others will still see it if they haven't collected it yet. In this case, the outcode egg is equals to nil. Tween is equals to nil. Set egg. We're going to set the egg. Workspace. Our current camera, that's our tween, that's our FOV camera, and our humanoid is player, that character, that humanoid. We will wait a small 0.1 seconds, and we will type replay tween. But if you already collected the egg before, so if else of argument is equals to already egg, then we will just do these first three things. We'll set the egg to destroying, the output egg to nil, and tween also to nil. The last few lines, while true do, task.wait, and then if there's an output egg, then we will get the line over here and simply paste it in here. And that is basically everything for this client script. And I think if you want, you can also do this, but it's not necessary over here. So this is actually the first part of the egg hunt series kind of thingy, the egg collecting one. In part 2, we will be creating the server script, which will handle the rest of the code. So if you did in fact enjoy the tutorial, make sure to leave a like if you did like it. If you didn't like it, give it a dislike. Subscribe to my channel. And turn on the notification bell, become a member, do whatever you want. All I can say is that my name is Newbie, and I say, peace out.